goodness. I am trying to figure out. I've had some technical issues today, unfortunately. Um, Let me see. I can't even move. Like this is. Oh my goodness. What is happening? I don't know what's happening, guys. I can't even see if anyone's here because I can't move this screen, which is really sad. I don't know what's happening. Let me try something real quick, and then we're gonna get into this stuff. I'm going to. Is there anybody here yet? I wish it would let me move this. It's not. Well, so interesting. This hasn't happened before. So if you're not here, if no one's here, when I connected everything up, I get on early as usual, and it was like firmware update. It made me do a firmware, so I did that, and so here we are. And then it's not loading the slides that I wanted to share with you with some journal prompts that I had for y'all today. Thankfully, the switcher I think is working, so that's good. But I'm really bummed because I cannot move this screen at all to see the chat. So I'm wondering if I need to like somehow like get the, what do you call it? The desk, whatever this, it's called a display is what it's called. The display is not working. So it's not allowing me to, yeah, I'm going to have to turn it off, y'all. So I'm going to be blind here for a second. So I'll see you guys down on the bottom here, but not up top. So I'm going to try my best to get this going, and hopefully you can hear me. I feel like I see a viewer. Would you let me know who you are, friend? Would that be cool? Oh, it's still not doing it. All right, well, I'm just gonna have to do it this way and then figure that out later. So who's here? Tell me who you are. And I'll try to remember to keep looking at this camera. But I have to look at the chat down here because of the technical difficulties. I have no clue what's going on. Super sad. But I'm glad there's somebody here. I'm just going to start because people will watch the replays too. Sorry about all the tech stuff. I'm super bummed that I can't. It's like throwing me off a little bit. But basically, I wanted to come live to do a journal page with y'all about this month. I'm kind of focusing on boundaries. And so I'm going to do like just a tiny little, I'll set a timer for like a little 7-minute, 5-minute thing to just encourage y'all. Because like the reason we journal is to process stuff in our lives, and it helps with transformation. It helps with your well-being. It helps with all of that stuff. So that's what I wanted to do. I'm going to set a little timer. I'll even try 5 minutes, and then we'll start journaling. And I wanted to show y'all a journal page that I did in July of 2020 about this same topic. And it's so good to revisit these things. It's so very good. I hope y'all are able to can someone like even just stick a 1 in the chat, that one person here, to see if the chat's working, because I want to make sure that I see everything. Okay, 5 minutes. Here we go. Boundaries. Okay, so I was thinking of what are some areas that we could get curious about boundaries while, with journaling today. And I had thought about relationships. Obviously, that's kind of like the biggest one that stuck out to me was relationships, having boundaries in relationships. And so that's like emotional boundaries, right? And I can just share in each of these categories where I have had to put some boundaries up, because one was really fascinating to me. Didn't realize I was doing it, but as an empath, I oftentimes, people will see my content, they'll see, my genuineness to want to connect, and then they kind of dump on me, and they don't mean to. They're sincere, sweet people, but then I have this thing where I feel like I have to regulate their emotions for them, and it's kind of almost like a savior complex. Hey, Julianne, I'm so glad the chat is working. I'm like having so many crazy tech issues today. So crazy. So when I was aware of this thing that would happen when someone would like give me this big DM or an email or whatever, I had to really set up a boundary for myself that I'm not their emotional regulator, and I can point them to things that will help, and I can be supportive, but that's where I have to draw the line. I can't sit there and be like a therapist for them. I can do life coaching with people, but even in life coaching, I've had to set boundaries for, I'm not a therapist, I'm a coach, and I'm going to get you forward. Like therapy, we focus on stuff from behind, and like with coaching, you focus on goals for the future and like what you want to do in the future. So that was like a relational boundary that I had, kind of an interesting one that I made for myself recently, of loving people well and being empathetic to people in my DMs and in my email inbox, but not like they don't mean to, but they're looking for regulation and emotions, and I can't offer that because it's just too much energy. I can't do it. So that was one of the things. There's relationships, emotional boundaries. Another one was like time boundaries, which a lot of us can also think about things where we have not set up time boundaries. So sucking your energy, saying no to things, as hard as it is. And then I wanted to share this one. I've gotten really good at, actually, to the point where some people feel that I'm a little too rigid with my schedule and stuff. Like I had a friend wanting to hang out, and she was popping out all these dates that were in the next 1 to 2 weeks, and I just can't. I already have my next 1 to 2 weeks planned out. And just again, remembering that this is what I set out for myself. I am a 5 to 6 week out planner because I have everything set up, and it's like good for my brain and all that stuff. I was like, I can't do that. I can do this date. And she was like, oh, I don't even have my life figured out, or I have no clue what's going to happen. I was like, well, that's why you plan. That's why it's called planning. So anyway, I had to set that boundary of like, I'm not going to do anything more this week. I'm going to do it next week. So saying no to things. And one of my friends who I love to pieces, and I have a minute left, she said something to me, and I take it and run with it if you feel it helps you. But she told me one time when asking me to do something for her, she's at the end of her ask, she said, there's no pressure. And this was the thing. I value your no. And I felt so like seen, empowered, valued, because she told me she valued the no as much as she valued the yes. And I think it's because when you say no to things, you are saying yes to something else. And that's part of my prompts that I'm going to show y'all later. So I like to say that to people. I value your no, because that means there's like really something, hindering them from doing that. And then like discipline, like food discipline, like that for me is what I'm going to be journaling about this week or this month, is just like why I'm going back to sugar. Sugar is the thing that I have to draw the line, and I have that line is muddied really bad right now. And then there's like spiritual boundaries too. Like maybe you have a spiritual discipline of getting up in the morning, but like the phone has crept back in. Like for me, I don't like to put my phone anywhere near me when I do my devotions and stuff, and it's crept back in the couch area. So it's like, nope, I can't have that. So that's it. It was literally 5 minutes. That was what I wanted to share about boundaries and some areas that you might be able to get curious, your relationships, emotionally, discipline, food stuff, like how you're taking care of your body, and then time things. So hope that resonates with somebody. If it did, let me know. I'm going to put my little cheat sheet here. I'm going to show you a page that I did because I did this recently. So This should work. I'm blind. I don't know what's seeing, what we're seeing here, but hopefully this works. Let me see. Okay, here, this should work. This is a page that I did July 17th of 2020. And you can see, let me try to zoom in. I'm trying so hard to do this without being able to see anything. I have on here just very plainly boundaries right there. And so it was about time and like my wacky schedule. So I just did this line right here, and I kind of want to do the same thing, honestly. I did this straight line, and then I did the super crazy scribble because that is what it feels like. It feels a little chaotic when you kind of made a line. Or maybe instead this time, well, see, I don't like putting water in my book anymore, but like if I was in an art journal, I could maybe do some sort of ink and then like spread it out. So these are ideas for you. These are ideas for you. If you're in a book and you love going on your Tomoe paper with water, I used to do that a lot. In a book like this, I would do it. This is the what do you call it? The bigger, thicker paper. It's not the 52. It's the 60 something, I think. 64, I believe it is. But it does crinkle a little bit less. I feel like if I had in my common planner the thicker, maybe I would watercolor in it more. But yeah, use watercolor in your book if you want to. But this is kind of what I'm going to be doing again. And I might do it still with the stencil because I love it's just this little let me find it. I think it's up with my stamps. Maybe this is my big old drawer of stamps. That's our alphabet stamps. Yeah, this one right here. I'm going to use the same one. And this is, I'm just literally modeling for you that you can do the same. You can do even the same spread. I'm not going to do watercolor this time, but I am going to use this stencil. And I am going to do a little vignette. You can see, I don't know if you can see maybe. Let's see, hold on. I'm trying, does that work? I don't know. But on this screen, I have the Pharaoh from the Night at the Museum. And there's that scene where he's like, don't cross this line. And it was like a hilarious, and I used that for my sister. I was like, wait, you've got to draw the line. And you have to say, don't cross it. Because especially with people, if you are allowing people to cross a line that you've made, you're literally just training them to keep crossing it. You know what I mean? So anyway, so this is the inspiration because I've already done it before. And I'm trying to be so good, y'all. My studio is so clean. It's so clean. I spent so much time on it. I spent a lot of money on it. But here I have my, let me see if this is in frame. Oh, no, it's not. Lord help me. This is so crazy. This is what's supposed to be working and it's not. Did you know this is called, I think, a dongle? There was a funny thing I watched about that recently. Okay, so this is this 2-page spread. I'm going to do 2 pages because it's a lot to journal about. I mean, I might even bleed out into other pages or whatever. But I decided today that I did not want to use like a photo, but instead I thought would be really cool. I have these they kind of look sad a little bit, honestly. And this box is where I keep my little girls. And I don't know if y'all have seen me. I use them quite a bit. They're little girl stickers that are kind of interesting. So see, they have these little, let me move my mic so make sure y'all can hear me. See, they have little, they're little orange kneecaps, which is funny because I've said this before, I think, but it reminds me when I was little, I used to give people like horseback rides on my back, on my hands and knees. And so my mom would get so upset because I would have like rug burn. I would have rug bird kneecaps all the time. So I'm just kind of looking through here and seeing what would be like. The bicycle's super cool. I love bicycles because of my husband. So it doesn't have to like, you know, go. This is kind of fun just with the shape of this one. I'm going to just kind of hold some of these. Part of the fun of the creation and just looking through your things, and I don't know. I did realize so many things that I did not realize I had before. Well, that I forgot about when I was doing my cleaning out of my studio stuff. This one's cute. I need to save these ones probably for when we go to Fort Davis. Yes, Julianne, you should get like a fun little box for them just so you can sort through them. Like, you know, just see what you got. Ooh, this one's kind of fun too. And ultimately, I'm just going to have to make a stinking decision here and not sit on here for 10 minutes with y'all and pick out a thing. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, journal about boundaries. That's the theme for this month. Next month, I can't remember what I have it all set up for the whole year. These little journaling, because I just feel like it's a good thing to do, to kind of journal about kind of not heavy. It's not really heavy topics. Ooh, let's do this one. I like her. It's not really heavy. It's just topics that we can, you know, be aware and get curious about, onto change, onto growth. Like, I'm a big fan of just growing, you know. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to do kind of like a line and then do something on this side this time. She's going to be over here, and I feel like I want to do, like, I have some of this big fat washi tape from Shauna that I could use. Whoa. Yes, I got my girl stickers, I think, from an Etsy seller, but yeah, you can totally get them cheaper. Or maybe I did get them on Temu at one time. Okay, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is rip this. Going to do this. I like the girl with the suitcase too. And then again, it does not have to be perfect. We're just kind of making a little vignette here. All right. Whoops, I just cut into the page. That's okay. Cut into the page a little bit. And I can, hey Wes, you gonna come in? I might actually do some layering of washi because I like it. I want something to kind of like contrast with it. I'm thinking more blue, bring in some of the blue stuff. So let's see, what do I got? Blue or black? I'm gonna do black. The big challenge is going to be after I'm done here. Come here, Linda. To put everything back where I got it, because everything has homes now. Most everything has homes, and Allie's got to be good at putting stuff back. So anyway. All right, so I'm going to layer some washi here. I know it's covering up the flower. That's fine. It's just layered looks that I like. Nothing is wrong, you know? You can't go wrong. Thank you. He's so, like, my husband is so amazing when it comes to, like, I will have an idea or a vision, or I'll be like, oh, I saw this and I want it. And then he was like, yeah, I can make it for you. This is the pot of gold. I wonder if I could do some. Okay, y'all, we're going to do an experiment. Okay. This is why I like it making it laid back, where I don't have like super rigid. We're going to put some water in this to start getting that. And I don't think splatters are going to wrinkle. I don't think. Okay. And then we have the line I want to do. I have a pencil that I was going to use because I love my pencil. Where is it? Oh, it's over there because I was using it for my art. Hold on. Okay, so I'll do it here. Again, I'm kind of using that other journal page as my inspiration for this one. So we have a line there. And then it kind of just falls off and then gets all like what is it even happening kind of thing. Part of me, like, am I going to be able to fit this all in there? Kind of want to do a stamp or even like my scribbly stuff. Maybe I'll do that. And then I have my little girl. So we can always, if we have more time too, I can do like a quick art journal page. Kind of, since we probably are. These vignettes are so quick. They're so quick, y'all. They're so quick that I could probably do like an art journal page too and show you what I would do using something that's like water soluble with the line and then something to disperse it all. I actually have a new fun thing, granulation medium. Granulation medium. So we can play with that. So I'm thinking maybe I will do this stamping instead. All right, I'm trying to put stuff back so I don't get crazy in here again. It really doesn't take that long. There's my girl. And let's see, I probably would think that my little baby letters, the ones that I made, because they're kind of skinny, so that might work really well. Let's do that. Folks might ask, but this is a set that I made. Okay, let me see. Stamps. Let me see. I'm missing the chat. Sorry, y'all. Again, like I said, I'm kind of blind here and I can't see up there anymore. Reminds me, I found going in my stamp bag. I have some duplicates that I want to send you if you don't have them. Oh, that's really kind of you. Oh my gosh, that's so kind of you. I'm like so minimalist. I mean, maybe you could find me on Instagram and would you take pictures for me? Could you take pictures of what you have? Because I am like getting rid of stuff. And so, yeah, definitely. Also, too, they're wintertime craft stamps. Oh, ooh, look at you practicing the no thing. So Yeah, I would love to see them. I would love that, actually. Thank you so much. Oh, we love that. Thank you. How sweet. Also, I was going to tell you that there is a app called Whatnot. I think it's called Whatnot. And that is where I'm going to sell. There was a lot of things in my studio that I'm like, I'm not getting, oh, you can't see me. I'm not getting rid of them. I'm not getting rid of that. I'm going to try to sell it. So, I have to keep remembering like what I'm doing here. Sorry. So, I'm going to go on Whatnot and sell the things that are more about. For instance, I have I think it's called the Julia bag. It's a leather chic sparrow bag. It's like, I'm not giving that away. And I have different like notebooks that I have that I could sell on Whatnot, and it's auction. So it's a live thing like this. So we're live together, and then you go and you bid on stuff, and it's pretty cool. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be great. All right, let me see. Where is my mouse? Oh no, did I lose my mouse? Lord help me. And there we are. Okay. Bound. Am I spelling this right? I always get weird wondering if I spelled things correctly. Just gonna double check. Sorry for the stall. Just trying to see, where is it? This was towards the end when I stopped using these notebooks, and I went to doing it in my planner. There it is. Boundaries. It's one of those moments where you feel like I'm having a brain fart. You have your stamp set, small and large ones. Yes. Yes, I love those. I use them. I love them. That's why I made them, is because I wanted them for me. And so, yeah, I made them, and now I have them. I get asked about the stencils a lot. There's a gal who started making the same exact stencil online, and it was hilarious because maybe I shouldn't be sharing this story. I'm feeling Holy Spirit checking me, so I'm going to say sorry to tease the story, but in essence, they are available through somebody else. Sweet. Now this is going to be interesting too, because I want to make sure that I can get it, because my book is getting a bit chonky, see? And so it's a bit, there's a hill going down here. So anyway, I was able to get the whole word on one thing. Alrighty. All right, here it is. All right, so I'm gonna take some, I have scrap paper down here. It's so funny because I had all this scrap paper floating around in my room, and she was like, what is this for? Well, sometimes I stamp on things or swatch colors. Sometimes I have different things that I do. And she was like, well, do they have a home? I'm like, not really. Everything just floats around. So we made a little bin down here by my switcher. Make sure this is stamping good. Ooh, it's so crispy. Yeah, that's gonna be great on regular paper, tomoe paper. All right. I got this little stamp. It was suggested to me by Catherine of Sterling Ink. We're just gonna, hopefully this works. Hey, it kind of worked. And that's kind of funny too, like how it's going into the line. That worked out. Okay. Tell me what you feel. I think Julianne, is it only Julianne here? Or is there someone else here? Julianne, I think it might be just be me and you. Whatnot is an app. Yes, I'm about to I have to calm down with all the things that I want to do. The reason I'm on my face is I'm just putting these letters back. But I'm trying to get ready for my launch for Joy Revival, and I'm super excited to find all these things I needed to sell. And I was like, well, I need to not announce the Whatnot stuff yet because it's too much for me to do at once. Plus, my husband and I are going out on a little tiny vacay. He's actually doing this really big bicycle ride up in the Texas, mountains, air quotes, because we lived in Montana. We know what real mountains look like. The Texas mountains here, it's pretty. It's one of the prettiest spots in Texas, but it is definitely not mountains, for sure. So Whatnot is an app. I will definitely share that with everybody when I have my sale, because there's some good stuff. And honestly, I don't really care how cheap it goes for. That's why the bidding thing is good. I think I did something to myself. But at least it'll go to someone who appreciates it, You bought from me before. You have a chic sparrow. Oh, fun. A gray one. A gray chic sparrow. Oh, I think I do remember that. Was it called Earl Grey or something? I'm not sure. But that's really cool. Okay. Look. We've got the boundaries. I do want to do a little bit of filling in here. With something maybe I can use, since we were talking about the blue, using this. So I don't mind. I still love color. It's just that water, while I used to love the Tomoe crinkle and all that, for some reason, because maybe it's you know what I've just realized what it might be is that because I am in one book for the whole year and it has become my journaling, I have simplified putting everything in one book and just knowing that this is all what happened in 2025. So I simplified that, and I think because it bulks up so much, well, I knew that part, but just it's so much paper. I guess I already knew that. I guess it's not a revelation. I thought it was a revelation, but I just don't want it to get super poofy with the whole year. And with those other books that I had, like these ones, where'd it go? Right here. I mean, this is it's a small little book, and that's my journaling, and it was separated from my planning. And I do remember I started watercoloring in my week's planner a long time ago, but I stopped pretty quickly and left the watercolor to the journaling books, my little TN B6 Slim journaling books. Okay, let me check the chat. You have the postcard inside. You wrote, "Aw, that's cool." Was it one of my art? I wonder if it was one of my art postcards. I love sending the art postcards out. Either a girl or one of my abstracts. I'm really bummed because the gal that I used to get all my printing for fun stuff done, she no longer has her printing business. So yeah, kind of is a bummer because she would let me go to the shop and let me proof things in person, and we would do it together, and it was super fun. I got to hang out with her. It was an abstract one. Cool. And she would just she had cool papers she would show me in person. It was so fun. Sweet. That's cool. I love that. You still have that. Man, it's hard getting rid of stuff. Like, I got rid of some stuff that I was like, I took pictures of it because I'm just trying to get rid of stuff. Okay, that's colored now. And that was fun. That felt like being a little kid again. Boundaries. So I've got some color there. And then I might do something like maybe, okay, what words should we use? I think I'm going to do something like when lines get, I don't want to say crossed because I'm fairly, well, maybe I am not. In certain areas, I'm fairly good at recognizing when someone's about to cross the line. It's for me right now, it's when lines are getting fuzzy, like muddled, foggy. What's a good word? Fuzzy. Maybe when lines get fuzzy. Blurred. Okay, we're going to do that. When lines get blurred. Can y'all still see this? Lord, I'm going to really need help, Jesus, with this, with the tech stuff. For reals. And then I'm going to do I don't know if this is running out of ink or what, but it's skipping and I don't like that. Lord. I don't know what's going on with this pen. This is like one of my favorite pens. And I don't even know if I spelt that right. I might have to like cover it up. Blurred. No, you said it right. Blurred. That's right there. It looks kind of weird though. I might cover that up. Whatever. All right, and I want to put the date, and I will use my stencil. Today is the 4th. It's my future. So my daughter-in-law, Ashton, married. She's got her birthday in January, and then my coming up daughter-in-law, and she is getting married to my other son February, and her birthday is today. Okay. They're fighting. The cats are fighting. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that pen. I feel like I need to just like kind of do that. There. And then my outside line. I just literally blurred that, so that's perfect. That's what I'm going to journal about on this page. It's not really a happy pappy documentary type page this time. This one, and I do a lot of documenting. Like I do. Like this is, I documented about when my in-laws came. I met their great grandbaby. But this, I'm a big believer of expressive writing. Like, not just dear diary, this happened today. Y'all know I'm a big believer of getting the real raw emotions out on a page, manifesting what's happening in here on your book, in your pages. And I know it can be scary, and I'm about to post a YouTube video. Members will get first access to it on what are we telling ourselves about the fear of writing down what we really feel. Like, someone had asked this in a group, and I just was writing out all this stuff, and I'm like, man, this is good stuff. I should like do a video about this and then make it into an email as well for my list. And so that's one thing I'm filming today is like, what are we telling ourselves? Like, and then this book I just read, it's not so much that we fear the thing happening, we fear how we're going to feel if it were to happen. And so there's all these questions you can ask yourself about the thing that you're afraid of. And one thing I know about fear and resistance is there is victory on the other side. There is freedom on the other side. So anytime you're afraid of something, it's good. It's really good to get curious about it. Just saying. All right. So this is where's my mouse? Trying to, sorry. Well, it looks like I don't have my mouse anymore either, so that's a bummer. This is my page. There it is. Thank you, Jesus. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to journal this page right here. Oh, we were going to put sparklies. We were going to put sparklies on it. Okay, so this is going to be interesting because I do not want to get anything on my book. So this is going to look interesting for a second. Let's do... This is going to get weird for a second, but that's okay. I don't want it to get... I mean, I have splatters, y'all. I mean, from years and years of splatters. But I do love my Eternal Leather Goods cover, and I don't want gold splatters on that. Okay? Okay. So I want to do some splattery things. Let's try it and see if it wrinkles really bad. Let's see. I usually would use this one back in the day. Whoops, where'd it go? Not that one, this one. So I have it reconstituted. Remember, I would just spend a gajillion minutes like getting it nice and goopy. This is the pot of gold. I should put this in the description. Everybody asks me about the pot of gold. And it just dries so pretty. All right, let's see. Let's see how it goes. It's not really... Okay. Where's my dryer thing? Okay. We shall see. And I have to be careful because there's nothing on any of this. All right. Take a little intermission and let me see if I can get to the comments again because I couldn't find my mouse for a second. Let's see. Hey, Melissa. Sorry, I didn't see the comment because I'm having some major tech issues with my stuff. This is kind of fun. I haven't had gold splatters in my journaling in so long. And so far, I don't see it. I mean, it's not like super crinkling it. Ooh, it's hot. Okay. There we go. So I protected my journal with these little sheet things and got my gold splatters. Even went on the little girl, which is really fun. And I figured with the next minutes of time, next 15 minutes, we can do like a quick little art journal page. And one of the art journals I found that I need to continue working in. Yes! The pot of gold. So fun. It's hard to get super messy though on, while I'm filming because my laptop's open. So. But this, I don't know if it's completely like dry. So I'm going to put it to the side and then we'll see. Like I'm going to put this back. I'm trying to be way better about putting things back. All right. So I'm going to put this over here. Not going to show you all my butt crack anymore. That was so embarrassing. Could not believe that. Okay, so with the last little bit of time, Melissa, I think you just joined us, but I talked about boundaries. Ooh, I do want to show you all the slide that I worked hard on, and hopefully it'll work. I don't know, maybe it won't. But I have prompts for y'all. I have prompts for you. Let me go back to the table. Okay, and let me I'm going to grab a art journal that I think would be fun to work in. So this is kind of fun. I found this yesterday not yesterday, it was the day before yesterday when I was doing my cleaning out of stuff. And so I kind of love this. I was experimenting with some different things, but this is just a little journal that I made. I think I gave it to my son and then he didn't want it anymore. And I was just doing some abstracts and stuff on it. Did some flowers, have a face there. But I thought I could maybe do a page here or an abstract or something, like just one abstract like this. Or here's my thing with the art journaling. I don't think I like this going all the way across. I like more of a portrait when I'm working. So this ratio going all the way across like that kind of is uninspiring and almost like squelches for me. Thank you. So I think I just want to do one. I want to do something here. All right, so this is just going to be funsies. Boundaries, so good. They're so good. And I have these brushes I got on Amazon. And I kind of just want to use what I have already here in my palette. And this is kind of what I'm going to be teaching a little bit with more in depth and slowed down. But this is kind of what I do with my abstracts when I'm kind of processing different things. So let's see. What is this? Don't know what that is. We'll see. This is such a thirsty brush. I like to use 2 pages with a bigger picture and put the picture on both sides. Yeah. So I went from journaling like more the vignettes, and then this is more like art, which I still feel art journaling. It's still art journaling. Like I'm still going to have a little bit of journaling in here. I should use some of my new palette that I love here, which I have not put in a palette yet. Let's see. You're supposed to like reconcept. This is that Menopause palette that I bought as a treat for myself. Ooh, that's kind of the same color that I had before. Maybe I will go across the page. I don't know. We did it. We went across the page. Yeah, I'm supposed to have really sprayed these ahead of time. This is a super thirsty brush. I don't want to get too much in the center there, but it's like, ah. Okay. So let's do this color. This is like a hotter pink color. Which is kind of fun. There's definitely better light with this time of day for sure. All right, I'm gonna grab my paper towels over here. I have them very conveniently located. They were just literally had cat hair all over them under my desk. I don't want this like that. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show y'all. I'm very, very excited about it. So I could do two things. I could do like a water line here and then put like a Stabilo all through it, which is gonna react to the water. And I love the room cleanup. Yes, oh my gosh. Yep. I'm like wanting to totally purge everything now. So I can use my Stabilo all to make that line blurry because again, we were talking about boundaries. And even with art journaling, there's ways that you can like make it so that the art is expressing what you're feeling as well. So like I'm feeling this really, well, in some areas of my life, just like I've absolutely crossed the line with myself with some discipline and things. But then some other areas, it's like just blurry and I need to put some more contrast to that line. So here we are with this, and so I could do that, or I could use my water brush that is filled with acrylic ink. This is my favorite black, Daler and Rowney. I use it, this is in the blue one, but this is the black one. I use this for so much in my abstract art. And then I filled up another brush. This is granulation medium. I have been playing with this recently in some portraits that I'm doing. And what it does is it kind of, how do I say this? I should just show you so you can see. Let me put this back. I should show you. It's really cool. And it works great with acrylic ink, but I think it's supposed to be for watercolor, I think. I don't know. I'm just playing with different things. So let me get over here so I can zoom in a little bit, show you all this, and I can't move it from here. As soon as I get off, I'm going to try to figure out what the heck is going on with my setup because I worked so hard to get it exactly where it was. Yes, water brush with ink, so much fun. You should try it. All right, so I'm going to put this granulation, and it's got a little bit of black already in it. So this is granulation liquid right here. Now, I'm going to take my ink. Do you see what's happening? Do you see it's like, look over here. I'm going to take a brush, not a thirsty brush, and kind of work this. You can see if I zoom way in, is that zooming in or is that zooming out? Lord? Okay, yeah. Here you go. Do you see the separation of the ink, how it's kind of separating. Do you see that? See that? Not nuts? Look at that. I just love that. I'm trying to get it so you can see it better. Go, go, go. Okay, there we are. And you can add more of that granulation liquid and it'll even like go further. See? Look at that. I love playing with this. It's like it's not exactly would have made it blurrier is if I would take a Stabilo all, which do not know where it is right now, or is it tiny and I can't find it because I'm looking for a big one. I'm missing my black Stabilo all. I think it's over on my other thing. Hold on. Or is it over here? Let me go back out. Weird. Is it over here? I don't think so. I need to do another thingy for my... I don't know where it is. I'm gonna have to find another one or get another one. That's like one of my favorite tools is my Stabilo. Might be on the floor somewhere. I just dropped something. But anyway, this is this cool granulation liquid. I just think it's so cool. Yep. Okay, let me go back here so I can see. Granulation. So granulation is when you have granulating watercolors. It's where, think of granular, grainy, granular. So it's where it's taking, I can show you a better example on another piece of paper. So let me get this, let's get this kind of off a little bit. Granulating watercolors, which these have not been really reconstituted, as opposed to a not granulating watercolor. So like, I don't know, I'll just take, what is this? Quin Coral. So this is Daniel Smith's Quin Coral. This is not really a granulating watercolor. This is, what's that? Nope, Linda, stop it, honey. Linda, no, hold on. Linda, come here. You can't eat that. No. Stay there. I really hope Linda's not pregnant, y'all. I'm kind of worried about it. So this is Daniel Smith, and there's just not, you see, it's just, it is what it is. It's just a plain, solid sheet of color. You can play with it, and you can like move it around, but it's not really, you don't see much grain in it. So see, I add water, but it's just changing the lightness of it, right? This is a granulation, like a granulating watercolor. And when you put this down and you start adding water and playing with it with water, you will start seeing kind of the grainy stuff in it separating, if that makes sense. So let me add water to this, and you can kind of see, it's hard to tell, but you can kind of see there's like little grains, whereas this just made it whiter. This is going to separate the components of the watercolor. So this is making it lighter too, but it's hard to tell. And I don't have like the lights kind of going away, but you can kind of see it's grainy. I don't know how to show it better. It's not really showing up. In person, it's showing up really good. But then you can take something like a granulation liquid, and I'm sorry I can't see the comments right now because I'm blind with the software stuff. You can take a granulation liquid and you can granulate like even more with a granulating liquid. So that's what it's supposed to be like do. But I like to use it with ink because you've got your ink here, and then you can, oops, you can't even see the ink blob I just made. And then you can take this and it kind of like, well, let's do it. I have found that it works better with doing the granulation liquid first and then playing around with see how it's like pulling up different grainy stuff? I don't know if you can see all the like different, how it's separating. Does that make sense? Anyway, so that's what that is. All right, I'm gonna go back to this window to see if anyone's saying anything because I don't know. Okay. Grad kittens. I don't know what that means. Okay, so this is that's the watercolored example. I need to be good and put this back. Yeah, you see it floating in the liquid. Cool. That was the point. Yeah, like the liquid doesn't have grains in it. What it does is the liquid is splitting apart whatever is the makeup of the thing is. So this does not have grain in it. This is just got some sort of whatever chemical this is. I don't know what it is. What is it? It's got to be some sort of chemical or something that kind of like slips, like squishes it apart, like makes it like, if you had, okay, here's a good example. You have a cake and it's got eggs and sugar and flour and all the things in it. And you stick this thing in there and it separates the eggs from the cake, from the flour, from the baking soda and all that. That's kind of an analogy a little bit, maybe. I don't know. So this is my little page. It's getting on the crease, which I do not like that at all because it'll get over here and here. See, I don't like that. But what I'll do is I'll take, a fountain pen or something and write something. I like to write super sloppy. Grand kittens. Oh yeah, she's my kitten, I guess now. Linda's a new cat. Yeah. So I like doing stuff like that. And that was a complete, I wouldn't say ripoff. I was inspired by, I think she's in Get Messy is what she is. I think is what she does. I'll have to share her thingy, but like that's just very simple. Very, very simple because I ran out of time. But yeah, here we are. I did this page. Let me grab it. It's probably dry now. So that's one of my common planner where I'm going to actually do some pretty good journaling. And then this one was more like an art journal. And I mean, I could go back and do some like writing if I wanted to, but it's just more artistic. So yeah, there it is. I'm excited. Something a little extra. Alrighty. Oh, Grand Kittens from Miss Linda. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Yes, I hope someone had said she's probably pregnant. That's why she's so sweet on the post that I made for her to see if anyone would take her. But, God, I hope that's not the case because I need to get her spayed like immediately. But anyway. All right, y'all. Do you have any questions about... Oh, I got to show you the slides that I made. I was so happy and excited. So here's the prompts, and you can screenshot them if you would like to. So let me see if I can remember. I did Let me do preview first here. All right. All right, that's the preview. So I think it's this one. Let's see if it works. I think it's working. So these are the journal prompts that I would like to share. So where in my life right now do I notice myself feeling stretched too thin or even resentful? Could that be an invitation to clarify a boundary? You don't have to do all these prompts. You can do just some of them. Then think back to a time when you honored a boundary well. How did that choice impact your peace, your relationship, or your sense of self? So that's a good one. And then if I trusted that my yes becomes more meaningful when I'm clear about my no, what new freedom or clarity might I experience? And then you have that answer or whatever. So those are the prompts. And I will put them, I have some warning here on the stream's bitrate. I don't know what that means. I hope y'all can still see stuff. So that's that. And then my last slide I wanted to show you was just kind of what is one small boundary that you can honor this week, that I can honor this week, that will help me protect my peace and presence. So there's that too. So you can screenshot that if you want to. And that's it. That is what I had for today. And the next journal with me is I have it already set up as a scheduled stream, but it is the 28th, I believe. Yeah, it's the 28th. It's a Sunday. Oops, there goes my pen. And it's going to be, I think, 4 or 5. I need to do a poll for members to see if 4 p.m. Central works better or 5 p.m. Central works better. But yes. Thank you, Julianne. I'm going to go check that out as soon as I'm done here after I figure out what's going on with my setup. But I really appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. I had a blast creating these pages with you, and I'll put I need to do a post. What I'll do is a picture of the journal pages we did today, and then I think I can do members only posts in YouTube as well in the community section. So I'm kind of getting like used to the YouTube because I was on Patreon before, and then with my coaching program, it's like a whole other huge thing, and I'm very familiar with it. But this is 4. I like 4. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Got it. Okay. And I'll do I think I'm going to do it to everybody as well, because that way they can tell me what they think. So I think that's it. And sorry, I keep looking down again. This prompter was not working for some reason. So I have a lot of, what is it called? Troubleshooting to do, which I did not plan on doing today, but that's okay. I will see you guys later. Love y'all. Bye.